Avast G.
Welcome back, where we're trading our sands for the high seas once again. Ready to take 10 paces down the plank.
Sorry, I'm listening
Dakota.
to I'm listening to the delay to try to see if I can hear you, but so far every time when it catches up on the other side, you've begun talking. Okay, we're
Well,
good.
I'll just keep talking to further the issue.
Not hearing music, by the way, though.
Oh, it starts right after.
It starts now.
Yeah.
Right fucking now.
Well, for me, it started in real time.
Right now.
And now.
And now.
Enough dallying. Let's set sail. So the first one we're gonna do. We're stranded out here at sea. We need something to get us across these rough waters.
A flotation object? A vessel?
Whatever your heart fancies, whatever will get us to our next destination.
Okay. What do you think the Fates has in store for me today?
I know exactly what it has in store. I need you to draw me up, build me a worthy vessel made off of a vape rig.
A vape rig. Now, which part is it like that the entirety of it?
The entirety of it, so like one of those little boxes with the mouthpiece and like the battery, the whole
Okay.
thing.
The image you imagine when you hear vape. Gotcha.
Uh-huh.
All right. Let's see.
Yeah, we're gonna have to build a fleet here, so I need you to give me some
Yeah.
materials to work with.
See, I didn't realize we had thematically we're going with Vape Nash.
There's no thematic about it. We're working with what we have out here.
Yeah, I was
Any port in a storm, as they say.
okay. I want you to work with the discarded shell of an Alaskan crab.
Okay. I'm gonna have to look up a reference here.
You don't have to be that specific. Just crab is fine. I just felt like being fancy.
Oh, you want an Alaskan crab?
I don't even know which one that is. It was a bluff.
Well, I'm about to find out. Because I have the entirety of the world's information at my hands. Nothing to float upon these high seas on.
All right.
They're gnarly. I like it.
I guess I should look up what a vape is. You know, I'm not a cool kid, so I never used one.
Square. How you want to do half hour on the clock for this one?
Sure. That sounds right.
You should know this.
Okay, yeah, this is about what I was thinking.
Nope, that's not right. All right, we've got half hour on the clock. And in 3, 2, 1, build!
Build. What did that reminded me of something, but I don't know what.
Destroy, build, destroy.
Was that a like one of Cartoon Network's live action shows they tried?
Yeah, with Andrew WK.
That's why yeah, that was actually my introduction to him, believe it or not.
Really?
Yes. I'm pretty sure at least. I think it was.
Mine would have been I Get Wet.
It really depends if I met you before or after.
We didn't really start hanging till after.
Yeah, so I feel like that show was my first first introduction to him.
Yeah, he always kind of hovered in like that. What is probably the optimal liminal space of fame, where it's not.
The I don't want to hide from the world levels.
Yes. Which direction do I want to go with this? All right. So what's new?
Oh, the usual. Um, Adjusting to getting back from Jersey is the big thing.
Yeah, trying
A bunch
to
of
find your routine
yeah,
again.
yeah, which is going to be needed because a bunch of my jobs just started back up. With I won't say with no warning because I knew they were coming, but they landed within the same like 8 hours. I've started getting
Uh,
pages from both of them again, and then I've got the one big recurring one as always.
we all had hot pot.
We did do that. I got to see these people in person. What a
Yeah, it was
horrendous
weird.
mistake. Aaron made a point not to speak to me as long as possible, and he still hasn't. That's why he's not here today.
It was a fun game. How long can he go while avoiding you?
Yeah, the answer is once he left the restaurant, quite a while.
It was a good time. We had Axum was there, Cairo was there, Bats was there, Feasible. I was worried after a certain point. I'm like, all right, how many people do we have? Because I knew the restaurant wasn't huge.
Yeah, when there were two more chairs waiting for us, I was like, oh shit.
But it was a really grand time. Followed by a really great movie.
I enjoyed it. We watched the Venture Brothers movie. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, same here. I realized probably about an hour ago that I never put in like card information on that. So I don't think it
Heard
charged
it.
to mine. So I owe somebody like $6.
Oh, oh, whatever streaming platform you watched it on.
Yeah, because it rented
Okay,
it
that's
on
where I was.
Amazon.
Okay, that's where I lost you. I'm like, what the fuck are you on about? This guy just talks about shit, and I never get it.
Yeah, it never stops. Even when you're all not here. I was also kind of bummed because earlier that day I had purchased a bidet only to find out it was the wrong size.
Oh,
I was so excited
no,
to have my friends over and have them shit at my house,
I would never.
but then the next day I went to the store, replaced it with the correct size, and installed it. So now my tushy is as white and shiny as the porcelain on which it sits.
I'm still never gonna shit at your house.
Fine, more for me.
More shit. You're just gonna take my shit.
No, I'm gonna take twice as many shits, and they're all mine.
All right. I mean, it sounds like you're just gonna be subdividing your own little poops, but whatever you want to do, man.
Got the experience. Yeah, yesterday
You know what I
was
didn't do,
surprisingly
Travis?
productive. What's that?
I didn't time lapse.
Uh-oh. I have mine automatically
Oops.
set up whenever I have Clip Studio open.
Ah,
So, like, even stuff I didn't plan on keeping, it's time-lapsing. Which I should
love it.
probably keep more of an eye on, because
It's
I
gonna
know it
fill up
makes
your
the
shit
file size
fast.
bigger. Yeah, you can time lapse now.
I could. It's too late though.
Just giving up on it.
This is a warm up. You know, it's fine. You don't have to time lapse
Yeah,
all of them.
but things will be lost to history. It's going to become lost media.
That's
Well, I guess
fine,
it can't be lost if it never existed.
right? They'll never know the difference. Fucking losers.
This will be the only way in which you can see the creation of this beautiful art.
Guys are part of a magical process here on Ted Basis.
Sometimes maybe that's how art ought to be. Just a one-time thing, lost to the ages and never to be recorded for the annals of history. I think there'd be a lot of celebrities who might still be relevant if that were the case.
Yeah. And a lot of people who wouldn't be anymore and who shouldn't be.
Yeah.
This is fine.
Man, I love me some pirate shit. Never played Black Flag, but it seems like everything I would want from a pirate game.
It did a pretty decent job of it. I wouldn't say the best. I still feel like the pirate fantasy is something games still haven't gotten right, and I blame Sea of Thieves and my intense hatred for that game.
What do you dislike about it?
I feel like it was a unfinished product that sold an idea that wasn't actually there. It just made you believe it was. Its mechanics were hollow. Its direction was lazy. And the only reason it ever found success was because it skated off of its initial popularity and then actually had money to put into it because it was hugely successful. And at that point, any game will maintain its course if it just puts any of that money back into the game.
No Man's
Um,
Sea.
Kind of, except I have more respect for the No Man's Sky people because they had every reason to quit. No Man's Sky or Sea of Thieves was like initially taken like really well.
Hmm.
To me, I feel like the reception for No Man's Sky and Sea of Thieves, if you would have removed media from the equation, should have been reversed.
Yeah, hyping the development cycle is only ever detrimental, it seems.
Yep. Oh, and it was totally or not a military, a media failure by the team for all of No Man's Sky's problems.
Yeah. I agree though that like a lot of games have certainly tried. There was an airship pirates game, Skies of Icarus.
Yep, another one.
Like I really loved the ship combat on that, and around the time it came out, I was a big steampunk dork, and so I'm like, air pirates. But by the time I actually bought it and was able to play it, it had no player base, and it's an entirely multiplayer game. So without a player base, it's unplayable.
Yeah, and that's how a lot of games have gone nowadays. There's so many games I'll never get to try for that exact reason. But yeah, I'm a Sea of Thieves maybe the one game I hate the most without concrete reason or having played the game. It's one of those games that's like I recognize a little bit of my reasoning's goofy, and it's like, man, it worked out. The game devs didn't do anything wrong. I feel like it was the promise of a game and the promise of a concept that got latched onto a tech demo. The game, watching it on release, because everyone I watched on Twitch would play it, I couldn't escape the goddamn thing. It was everywhere. It was being shoved down my gullet like I was the Thanksgiving turkey. I was gonna start fucking gobbling, and I just every time I watch it, I'm like, this is stuff I would have thought was impressive in the early 2000s, not
Hmm.
at almost 2020. And you know, some of that's just due to like we've seen a lot of stuff, but I don't know. So much of it felt so underwhelming to me for what it could have been.
Yeah, I mean, I understand what they're trying to do, and I think it's a cool concept, like MMO, make your crew and go on pirate adventures. But it it carries a lot of stuff from MMOs that I don't particularly like, so it's just like a very
Yeah.
particular taste thing for me.
I think that's what got me is it had the label Sea of Thieves. It's supposed to be about pirates, and the actual content is everything but.
I
Not it
mean,
has nothing to do with actual like it's the only thing you fight are like undead, like I don't know. The pirate aspect to me is so flat with that game.
yeah, and it's a hard one to do. Like,
I think so. I think
I
that's
think it'd
why it
be
hasn't been done particularly well.
I think it'd be a tall order to put in like because I don't know how you would bridge that while keeping it an MMO and doing something like what Breath of the Wild does and just makes exploring really, really fun.
Yeah. Oh, I think that's actually was my biggest gripe there too was the exploration in No Man's Sky felt so artificial and not actually there.
Yeah.
Like it basically was an open world map filled with nothing unless you populated the right mission.
Yeah, because, like, I mean, that only works, I guess, because they could build the entirety of the Zelda map and all the things to go in it from the get go. But it'd be hard to do as a MOBA just because, the people who do everything first are gonna really kind of sully that for a lot of the people jumping on a little later.
Yeah. Actually, Dread Hunger, oddly, it's like a social deduction game where you're on a cruise ship going through I don't know if it's Antarctica or Alaska, but some cold area. That actually has been a game that's captured it better than I've seen most games do it, and it's not even supposed to be a pirate game.
Huh. What do they do that really sells you on it?
Um, First off, there's actually a crew with defined roles that actually can do what their roles say. That's more of like a mechanical thing, but just you actually sail, you actually explore, you actually take care of the ship. Um, and it's not really piratey because it's all about basically it's like the John Carpenter's The Thing. You're trying to find the creature hiding in the crew. So
Oh,
that's kind of where
nice.
the similarities end, but like you could use that as a good basis for a pirate game.
Yeah. And I mean, like, looking at another new game, Baldur's Gate, I haven't seen much of anything on that game, but the fact that you can have like a multiplayer party and all the story and everything is kind of built out, but each one is kind of session based, that might be a good route to go with it.
Yeah. It's I won't say it's an easy problem to solve, but I still think the attempts have been less than admirable. Because, like, back to your original point, I think Black Flag's one of the closest.
Yeah. And I think I got everything I wanted from the seaport town in RuneScape.
God, I don't
You
even know what
do
you're talking about.
pirate jigs while listening to Sea Shanty 2.
That man, everyone knows she Sea Shanty 2. Cannot fucking say that one. My God. Um, I don't know about you, but I am flying by the seat of my pants with what I'm doing with mine.
Uh, yeah, I'm not necessarily like I had a vague concept, but I'm not sure that I'm realizing it in the way maybe I wanted. But that's art.
Oh yeah. Um, at this point, I'm just playing around with brushes more than anything.
How about you, scurvy landlubbers out there? What's your favorite pirate stuff? I tried to streamline Liar's Dice in a D&D game.
Liar's dice?
Yeah.
What is that?
In Pirates of the Caribbean 2, whenever they're all playing dice on the deck of the ship, on Davy Jones'
Ah,
ship?
okay.
Yeah. So I try to make a streamlined version of that just to let uh, my players gamble, because as we know here, everybody loves to gamble.
Well, I know which one of them especially loves to.
Evans's favorite pirate thing is the accordion. Not
Sorry.
actually an accordion, I believe it's a squeeze box. The accordion has all the buttons and keys. So get wrecked, I guess.
Yeah.
But
Thanks
happy
for
you made it
chatting.
out.
Get fucked.
No, I'm genuinely happy to have you here, Nevins. I
Oh, yeah,
wanna
me
I
too.
wanna keep
But
up the
get fucked.
bit where I'm aggressive with our friends, but I can only hold it for so long before I'm like, I was just kidding.
Oh, it's easy for me because it's real.
There's
And
a
Nevins knows
deep-seated
this.
hatred.
Oh, absolutely.
You don't have any friends, just enemies you game and draw with.
Enemies who haven't figured out how to get rid of me just yet. God, I sound like such an edgy douche right now.
We are at just under 11 minutes.
Gotcha. I mean, I'm adding really unnecessary embellishments, so I will be fine on time.
You're right, Carly Ray. That is a small ass Kirby. Welcome to the Phantom Zone. Oh, also, my chat's all cut off in a weird way. Try and
Well,
fix that.
fix it.
I'll try, but no
No, you'll do it.
promises. No. Ah, jeepers. Only cocking it up more. Somebody typed really something long into chat and
All right, all right, all
we'll see
right.
how it looks.
Yeah, you don't know. Dakota is my nemesis. I have to slay him for my quest. Oh no. I'm in danger.
Yeah, Dakota, what's your CR rating?
Challenger? Oh god, not much. It's got to be a solid like 2.
I don't know. Two's pretty high in D&D CRs.
Yeah, but I'm like supposed to be a nemesis. Like, come on, that's a little low for like the guy.
Yeah. But you have a bunch of bullshit mechanics.
Oh yeah. I still got like my boss moves and everything. None of them particularly scary, but it's just like, why does he have this?
A bunch of unblockable attacks and legendary actions. Yeah, there are a lot of side quests, Nevins. Uh, have you collected all of the wheat I need to bake my bread?
That's my fucking legendary action. I force another side quest on them. They have to finish. And also, I have regeneration. I'm actually just the most annoying piece of shit boss.
You're basically unkillable unless they can one hit you.
Mm-hmm. And not just one hit. It's got to be like a full kill. I get death saves and everything.
Oh, jeez.
Oh yeah, the fucking absolute worst. Why are you not? What is happening?
Your
There we go.
boss name is the Taskmaster.
Yep, I do like that show, so I'll take it.
Has nothing to do with the Marvel character. You're just like
I
the
do like him as
foreman of
well.
some kind of work site. And oh, you're talking about the game show.
Yeah, I like both. They're both great. The only one
You're
I
just
don't
like,
like is the Marvel movie Taskmaster. What a shit portrayal.
which movie was he in?
Black Widow.
Oh, I didn't watch it.
Eh, it's just okay. Florence Pugh, who plays or Pugh, I don't know how you say her last name. Uh, who plays Yelena, is worth it. The rest is so-so.
Gotcha.
David Harbour's fun as well, but it's nothing you haven't seen from him before.
Yeah, he's certainly got a niche he fills. I'd say he's a character actor.
I am looking for a certain thing. Is that it? Yeah, there we go. Scribbles that idea down for later. I don't know which idea, and that scares me.
The Taskmaster, the you as a
Oh, okay.
like a D&D boss that just sends them off on side quests.
I mean, all right, you can steal it from me, I guess.
How are you going to
Kind of.
defeat me when you have to defeat all these rats in my basement? In 5 minutes.
Gotcha.
I wanted to get color on this because I thought it would sell it really well, but sometimes we don't always get what we want in this world.
Hmm. I don't know what else to say. Sorry. Bu- bu-
That's a weird tangent I gotta fix.
You know what? I got something I can add with 5 minutes. Have to find where my brushes are. Uh, where did Aaron put them? God damn it.
Oh, has he been rummaging through your drawers again?
Yeah, he wanted to do a fucking brush challenge, and he ended up ruining all of my organization.
That's the challenge. The real challenge begins. Well, I'll go for it, and if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out.
Hey, that's art.
Let's see. How to use the right brush, though. Some mids
That
going.
feels like a bit much. There we go. That's better.
That's creating something fun. Not intentional, but fun. Oh, I see. What I need to do, maybe like this,
Then we will
and
go to
then
where's 10 paces? There's 10 paces. All right, I'm gonna call mine done.
right on. I'm gonna keep working and see what I can get done in the time remaining.
There we go. I had to fix some volume, so I needed a minute or two.
Gotcha. Stream volume or
Your volume versus my music.
gotcha. You gotta hear those screams. In it now. No turning back. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get any worthwhile coloring done on this.
Yeah, it's fine. Just call it, man.
Yeah. Ooh, I really like what you got there.
Thank you.
Looks like a train.
Yeah, it felt like I mean, you already got the steam propulsion engine, so why not?
Yeah. I like the Waterworld harpoon on top.
I mean, they are still actually it's pirate week. We never said the vessels were pirates. They gotta
Yeah.
pillage somehow.
And I mean, in Waterworld, they were pirates and they were called smokers.
Well, what do you know? I'm on theme.
And now they're vapors. Is it at least somewhat clear what I was going for with mine?
Let me enlarge. Yeah, like carapace sail. Is that what that is?
Yeah. So like the entire body makes up like the hull of the ship, and then like the underside of the crab is being used as kind of like a junk sail.
I really like the claw as the um is it helm? Is that what it's called?
Yeah. Thank you.
What Waterworld was a fun movie, Nevins, I agree.
Yeah, like it's fun, it's action packed, and I think the stunt show is still going at Universal, where they just like rode around on jet skis and had a bunch of. It was a stage show, so they just did a bunch of flips and had some dialogue.
Sorry, I'm answering a work thing.
Let's see. Do I have points anywhere? Do they're just not visible.
Okay,
They
sorry.
got
I wanted to
shrunk down into
respond to that
oblivion.
message because we haven't talked in like a month, so he probably wants to make sure I know I have things to do.
What the hell happened to my points here? They got
Well, in
destroyed
the nature of the
somehow.
episode, I stole them.
Makes sense.
Yeah, get fucked. Time for pirates.
No points then. They're all sitting in Dakota's coffers.
Yep. If you guys want to know how many points they are, you can pay me a small nominal fee, and I'll tell you.
Well, I'll play you for those points.
Fine. What's the next game?
Good old classic bar game.
Oh
Let's
yeah.
I hope you brought your
You didn't have to
knife.
explain. I don't particularly have a knife, and I don't go to bars. You have me dead to rights here.
Well, I'll give you the knife, and I'll stick my hand out on the table. And you're gonna need to spike it down between my fingies.
Great, wonderful. Um,
But to add a
what?
challenge to it, we're gonna draw each other while we're playing the game.
Yeah. Now this isn't literally me and you, right?
No.
Yeah, we would never be so irresponsible as to play this stupid ass game. We need our fingies to make art on the internet. Hooray! I know we're all fucking rejoicing. Um, Let me open a new canvas. So Travis, what's your we'll say you proxy. What's he look like? Here's your guy.
Well, that's up to you. What do you see?
Uh,
I don't have a mirror handy.
so feel free to shoot me down, but to me it looks like it's the person who everybody thinks is Blackbeard's first mate, but it's actually just a scarecrow.
I don't know, man. Like, Eye of the Beholder and all that.
I'm just saying it's a first mate who might be Blackbeard's, right hand man and might be a scarecrow. Take it how you will.
All right. Well,
Nevin said I
I'll let
did
you
that
draw what
once.
you think that looks like, and I'll draw you running your knife between my fingertips.
Okay.
All right. We got another 30 on the clock.
Wait, hold on. What am I drawing?
You're drawing me.
I'm just
Or
drawing
my.
you.
Yeah.
You absolute son of a bitch.
No, you're drawing my pirate avatar in this in this game.
God, I know I saw you 2 days ago, but I'm sitting here like, what the fuck does Travis look like?
So it
I am
doesn't actually have to be
so
me. It's
no. If
we're
it
drawing
isn't a self,
two original characters kind of
if it's not
facing
a
off in a
self
knife
portrait,
game.
I'm gonna lose my fucking gourd. Heads will roll, specifically mine. I want strangers to come into the stream and be like, "Wow, that's Travis," even though I've never seen his face.
All right. Well, if that's how you want to draw it.
I'm just gonna draw a corpse with a sign that says Travis. It's clearly not you. Just playing by my
Yeah,
own rules.
there's no way
Everybody
to
knows.
tell because all the hair's been cut off, all the teeth have been removed.
Yeah, it's just a skull on like a sack of a bunch of like sacks of potatoes. We just don't draw two people at all.
Yeah, both of us chickened out, sending our seconds.
Okay, so you got the hand, I got the knife, if I understand correctly, right?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
All right. Are you ready?
Yeah, sure. Let's do it. You're in control of the timer, so just say when.
Go.
God, you said that in like sabotage immediately. I had to burp. Game sucks.
Yeah, I knew it was coming, so I'm like, all right, here we go.
That's fun.
Oh no, why'd I pick to do this? I don't want to draw hands.
Gotta I'm doing it rough for this one. This is not one I can just go.
Yeah, I think that's a good call. So from my perspective, it's going to look like Resident Evil Village, where all the damage can only happen to my hands because that's the only thing you see.
That's true. This might be a little disjointed, but it'll be fine.
Yeah.
They'll get the idea.
You see, I'm not even sure we get the idea.
No, and I think that's half the fun of it.
But to be fair, I didn't even remember the prompt until,
It's okay. We're lost without our sheriff, everyone. Forgive us for our sins.
yeah, the kids are running the camp today.
From my
So,
perspective, the Marines are evil. Well, it sounds like you're just a thief who doesn't want to get caught, Nevins.
no, he's right. ACAB.
I mean, as if anyone's shocked that's our stance on this show. But at this point, I don't know what I'm doing.
Saw a real cool opener for Less Than Jake the other night. Probably Ray Romano was there, and Bronos was there. It was, but it was a really cool band called Devon K and the Solution, and
I like
they
that
just
name.
yeah, it was really cool. I think a 6-person ska band, and let
That's
me
like
count in my head.
not enough.
I think 7. They had singer, guitar, bass, synth slash keyboardist, drummer. Yeah, 6, because then they also had a trombone and trumpet. But they were just so high energy out the gate. It was really amazing. And then I went to talk to them a little bit at the merch booth after their set, and they were live streaming on Twitch.
Oh, this is the other end of that story. Okay.
Yeah, so I went ahead and gave them a follow. I believe it's Devon K Twitch.
Quick
But
question, Travis.
what's that?
Am I drawing the knife in your hand?
Um, I believe I'm drawing my hand, and I'm going to be drawing you or your second avatar, whatever in this scenario, with the knife.
Hmm.
So you're going to be drawing.
I'm drawing
What?
Pirate You. That's what I understand.
Yeah.
Okay. You're taking the extra hand, I'm taking the knife.
Yep.
Okay. It's going to be on the table as an element, and I'm calling that job complete.
We might have two different two different scenes from the same night here.
I think we're going to have, like, they're going to be a little adjacent, but it'll make sense from what I'm seeing on yours right now. I think if you glance at mine, you'll see it works. We definitely did a similar
Gotcha.
table, which I think's fucking
Oh
hilarious.
yeah, it's one big round table.
I'm glad we understood that it had to be a round wooden table. There's no other option.
Oh yeah, I mean we're at the same bar. We at least know that much is going on. Yeah, after
Prompt would sure be easier if I could ever learn how to draw a fucking tricorn hat.
oh yeah, hats is always hard.
So I'm just drawing something that could be a hat, and if anyone's got a problem with it, well, you're correct, but fuck off.
If you've got a problem with it, subscribe.
Yeah. Pay for my schooling to learn how to draw specifically hats.
And then we might even let you in the Discord so you can tell them what for in person. Or, over voice. Carly Ray says
You're allowed to
anything
do
could be
that.
a hat if you're brave enough.
You know, I've heard this context with different items, and I like yours much more.
Anything can be anything with enough gumption.
You know, there's certain limitations here, but I'm not gonna argue semantics and be pedantic. Ah, that's what you look off. See, I say that like in this context, and it's actually true because it's you, you son of a bitch.
Is it my face? Is that why I look off?
No, no, no. I had the I readjusted things so it turned into like the split in the shirt being way off center.
Ah. Yeah, well, I have that off-center chest.
I have this this very noticeable difference in my body. Some would call it deformity and bully me. Yeah, just bring that up casually. Thanks.
Yeah, I had a weird rendering.
God rendered me just a little different.
I'm not like other girls.
Oh my god.
I have a low
Have you
poly chest that sometimes spazzes out and glitches and creates a bunch of collision awful scenarios.
everyone keeps calling me Laura Croft and it really gets annoying.
Sorry, you're gonna ask.
Have you ever had any friends who have actually gotten like the "you're not like other girls" thing?
Like, have actually said it or gotten it?
Gotten it from somebody else. Hearing the stories about it are wild because it's like it's the kind of things I hear, and my like response is to go, "Oh wow, I'm not as bad as like." I thought I was awkward when I would like talk to people I was interested in, but after hearing the shit other people do, I'm just like, "Oh, I'm fine."
You're not like other girls. I think that's enough for me to have an in. You're not like other
I've
girls.
heard
You
so much.
actually didn't trust your better instincts and are talking to me right now.
You've made a horrible mistake. Let me fix it. Okay, let me. Boop, boop, boop. Guess what I didn't do again?
Time lapse.
Time lapse. Now we have it. Yeah. That's always the curious thing about me is like, do you mean like I'm a unique person, or do other girls put up with your bullshit? Is that what you're getting at? Like, there's so many questions that need to be asked from that.
You're not like the other girls that I actually never talked to.
You're not
So
like
I
the
have a
other girls
really
I made up in my head.
exactly. So I'm going entirely off of false perspectives.
God, that's exactly what I've seen people do, though. It's so fucking weird. All right. We ink. We ink. This one might be just an ink drawing for me.
Yeah, same here. We get well. There's a little time left. We'll see. I got 19 minutes. I've got. You've got maybe half that.
Excuse me?
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't think too much about it.
Excuse me? Excuse me?
You got a
Sir?
drawing to do. Focus in.
I'm trying to, but now I'm thinking I don't have enough time to do my drawing properly. It feels like I've been sabotaged.
You know, it's pirate rules. Anything goes.
This would be the episode for you to do it. Tell me to focus, and now it's like the last thing I want to do. Fucking diabolical bastard.
Oh yeah. See, I know that you're obstinate. You'll never listen to me.
Why would I?
Well, look, we're doing exactly the opposite is getting you now.
Um, on the run, why did I want to say the runaway gossip train? It's not even the lyrics. What did it? What did she say in the beginning?
The toxic gossip train.
The toxic gossip train. God, it's so funny. I wish I would have remembered that right off the rip.
I like the cancel Justin train.
Cancel Justin train from
Nothing
like
but
us.
lag.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he did his own cover of that song where it was about him, you know, calling out the haters for holding him accountable of committing vehicular manslaughter.
I want to watch that one because I saw it when I was looking up his channel. I saw it.
He also did a really good karaoke duet with Markiplier on his channel.
That's cool. I hope he does well.
Yeah, he's a talented editor and he's really funny.
I would argue he is a large part of the good things that were Super Mega.
Yeah. I know we already got into all that, and I just think it's
Oh
like
yeah.
a bummer scenario. Like,
Yep, it's a lose-lose.
yeah.
Did that thing where the first time I drew this eye, it was great, and then I redrew it 5 times, just wishing it was as good as the first time.
This is how we learn.
That's so anime. I zoomed out and did not like what I saw. Travis, are
I
you
just gotta.
anime?
Yeah. I'm.
Do you want
Why?
anime eye?
Sure.
Okay. Thank you for your mercy here. Make it a little less anime, but it's still gonna be pretty. It's gonna be. You're gonna be fucking gorgeous.
Ah, I love it already. Shoulders way the fuck far out.
Ah, who
Or
needs them?
I'll just get rid of your shoulders. You don't need to be burdened with those anymore.
Pretty
Whoa.
sure my thoughts are, gosh, I wish I were.
God, I wish that were me.
I wish these assholes would be right for once. Nope. Nope. That's why it looks wrong. Also, hair cover. Yay.
I don't think I like this coat design. Try to
I thought you
go.
were just ending it at I don't think I like this, and that was gonna be the funniest fucking thing to me. Like, shit. Restart the timer. Dakota, delete your art. We're going
Restart
from
the
the top.
stream. We're gonna delete all of our backlog. Fresh start.
New channel, 11 paces. Get the mind wipe thing from Men in Black 2, and we gotta visit all of these people's houses.
I mean, if we just film us doing it on stream, won't it affect them?
If they watch that episode, what about the ones who don't? I guess, and we don't want to do it at the start of every stream.
Right. What do I want to do for this? Um. Oh yeah, that's the move. That's the move.
He's found the move. What move did
I
you
got the
choose to forget,
groove.
though?
Tail whip.
That's fair.
It's just not useful to me
Why
in
care about
middle
the
or late
defense when
game.
you can just... Yeah, you can just attack. Who cares?
It doesn't do damage.
Right?
Besides, I can use Screech and lower their defense by 2 stages.
Oh, so Screech is just better. I'm not the
Yeah.
Pokemon guy here, so...
Yeah, if it says it greatly lowers a stat, like there are 6 stages that it can be raised or lowered. Greatly lower is 2 stages. If it's just lowered, it's 1 stage.
Pokemon guy right here, everybody.
Why aren't we doing Pokemon shit?
What do you mean?
We could be doing Pokemon prompts this whole time.
Because we're doing pirates. I don't know.
Yeah, I like pirates too.
Okay, well, cool. Thanks for making me freak out for no reason. I got real worried.
Oh, you're so caring. You're always worried about your. We already established we're not friends, but your nemesis, I guess.
I mean, I've got a job to do. I want to do it right.
Yeah, you're only worried about them in so much as you've got to be the one to
How
take them out.
Yeah, how does it reflect on me? Good.
Yeah.
I'm a lot like the Monarch from Venture Brothers. Even the recent facts we've learned about him.
Good to know.
Man, science is a freak of nature. That's all I can say.
Ah, the blood of the baboon heart runs strong.
Ook ook. That is why some of the underclassmen called me Dakunga. True nickname. And then somehow it carried over to my little sister when I came back to Missouri. And her friends started calling me Dakunga. And I'm just like, I saw the friend who gave me that nickname when I was in Jersey recently. And I was like, Angela, you're never going to believe what the fuck happened.
DK. Dakunga. He's on 10 paces. He's drawing for you.
He's not a member of the DK crew. What time? We got 10 minutes?
Yeah.
How does this look if I turn off this layer? Not the worst. Not the best, but not the worst. Move this down. No, not the whole fucking drawing. God. I might be able to get a little bit of color in.
La-dee-da.
I said might.
Nah, this was a bad move here.
My hand's gonna look a little gimpy, but I just wanted to get it done. That's just like, I can't let that go. I said I'm just gonna whatever, but no.
Ah, collars is hard.
That's a little better. Oop, oop. Of course, I couldn't just draw a simple knife. I had to do dumb extra shit.
You're dumb and extra.
That's pretty accurate. There's somebody in chat who can probably confirm or deny.
The whole
And
chat.
if the person I'm not thinking of says it, they're gonna get timed out.
He's gone mad with power.
I'm just mad. But I do have power. Unrelated issues.
Ah. Came in mad. Got power.
Yeah, they knew from the start it was a terrible idea, but it was just a mismanagement by the company, if we're being honest.
He was there. I found his madness endearing.
It reminded me of me when I was younger and full of unbridled rage.
Welcome to Rat in a Cage Industries.
I love to do.
I feel with a lot of this. I am not on my game today.
It happens. I feel like I am, which, given how my recent week has gone, is actually very shocking.
Yeah. That's good though. It
Hot
means
pot.
you're settling back into the
I
stuff.
hope so. Because, like, Hot Pot Day was good. The day after sucked. And it feels like it's back to normal. Yeah, I've got tons of great people around me that are being supportive. So,
That's good.
yeah. That was cool.
If you
My
want to
grandpa came
introduce me to
downstairs.
any of them, let me know.
I mean, you know them.
Yeah, I do. I was just being catty.
And, well, I mean, you don't know all. Have you? No, you've met my grandparents. You know them.
Yeah.
My
There
grandpa
was
got to see what I do for work for the first time yesterday. That was pretty damn cool.
oh, nice. In what capacity? Like, has he just not really seen you draw much, or?
He saw me flatten. He's seen my finished work, but he hadn't seen like my coloring process.
Gotcha.
And that's what was really new. I kind of like the sketchiness of the lines. I'm gonna keep them there underneath everything, and
Yeah,
then
I don't
just
think I'm
erase a
getting any
little.
color in. I'm just gonna add some hard shadows here. Maybe some hatching. I haven't done a lot of hatching.
Hatch it up, buddy.
I'll hatch you up.
Promise?
Yeah. They'll never find all the body.
Ah, yes. Having brushes specifically for scattered dots, but hand stippling the fucking 5 o'clock shadow.
Well, it's
The
very
cursive.
specific. I keep it trimmed in a very particular way that makes it hard to draw.
That didn't have to affect my stupidity. There. I ended up using a brush to help sell it. Just a little. Just as a treat.
Thanks for shaving, Dakota. Uh,
No problem.
I don't have to worry about that on my end.
Let's find a watercolor brush. That's a watercolor brush. It's gonna be some sloppy colors. If you're looking for nice refined things here, um, I was gonna say, but please
Why
leave,
are
but
you
don't leave.
here?
Yeah,
We're rough and tumble out here. Usually we're in the Old West, but now we're at the high seas.
yeah. When people think Dakota and Travis, they think really tough, rugged men. That is exactly what
Yeah.
comes to mind. No other words or adjectives.
Yeah, we could be on the cover of romance novels.
I think we are.
If you find us on a romance novel cover, send it to us.
Like the watercolor brushes, they just add like texture when it otherwise might not be there.
Yeah.
If I cared to be a little more careful about my directionality, it'd be really cool. What are like?
Two
Oh, two
minutes
minutes.
left.
Jesus, I'm only gonna put in bass tones.
That's what's
What
cool
is this
about
brush?
watercolors, that you get some like mid tones just by the nature of it.
Yeah, that's gonna be a little choppy though, due to time. Still, it's gonna really help with your skin tone here, because once they see, oh, this is a really white boy, they're gonna be like, that might be Travis.
With the light reflecting off of my.
Yeah. As one of the white members of this channel, I feel like it's really gonna help identify you in particular.
Yeah. You heard it here, everybody. You see a white guy from 10 paces, it's me.
Don't confuse him with Joe though.
Oh, yeah. You can confuse Dakota with Joe.
Yeah, that's a thing. Hooray! Thanks, Joe, for not following up. If you're listening to this video, I hate you.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you
I, I don't think I've seen the two of you in the same room together.
not since has it actually not been since you've introduced us to each other? That might be true.
Since what?
Since you introduced Joe and I to each other?
Um, I think we got together for an art day, like once, with all of
Okay,
us.
cool. Alibi's still there. Yeah, Joe was real. I just took him to Jersey, and no one's seen him since.
Yeah, they got a harbor out there. You
Oh,
haven't
it's
gotten
time.
on
I'm
Baldur's Gate at all, have you?
Nope. I don't even know if I can play it on Mac. All right, I'm
Uh,
calling my piece in like just 10 seconds.
I, yeah, this is about what I got.
Let me straighten mine out. Zoom it in. Oh,
One little something.
where is my mouse gone? God damn it, Aaron. Ooh, I like that little something.
It's the bloodlust leaking from your eye.
We also did an oddly fun thing where we're both covering the same eye. Well, technically not since it's mirrored, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, this was fun.
It is.
I
Why does... Oh, does your quality look so much more crisp because you're streaming directly from yours? You're not doing...
I think so, yeah.
Interesting. Not that it's bad on my side, but there's a noticeable difference.
Yeah, and there's a noticeable difference between like when Aaron's hosting and when I am. Well, we'll sort out
Oh.
how the points divvy out. But
Uh, I mean,
we use
they each have two hands, one knife, and one eye. I think that's just 4 pieces of 8 for each of us.
yeah. But you stole all the points.
Well, yeah, but you can have a few, you know?
All right. Well, we go decide how we're gonna pay out. I'm also gonna use the head. I don't know. That's not a nautical term. I be using the latrine. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. You get it all out of you. Don't got any seasickness left. I hope not, because we got a long voyage ahead of us.
So sorry, my mouth was full. I'm stuffing down all the fruits I can to avoid scurvy.
Talk scurvy to me.
God, never want to hear that again.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, that's very fair. I'm not sure bleeding gums and naughty talk go hand in hand. Well, I guess that depends what you're into.
Yeah. We don't king shame around here, but
We can shame around here.
I mean, if your thing is disease, then find your yums, I guess. I got a real thing for dysentery. Anyway, let's move on.
Yeah, sorry.
So, we've
I
been slowly assembling a crew here. If you go back to past episodes, you'll see that we've done 3 so far, if memory serves.
I think it was 2, but we spent some time. Maybe you did 3. I know I doubled up on 1, but I can't remember if that was like a do whatever episode or what.
Because so far I've got my helmsman, my master at arms, and my cook.
Hmm. I think today is my master at arms. I have first mate and lookout, I believe.
Gotcha. Well, I think it's time we fill another role on our ships, respectively.
No,
Fair.
you can't make me.
You're right. It's the open seas out here. Anything goes. Well, I'm going to get recruiting.
Sorry,
And
every time you have had a pause for me, I've had to like fucking burp or something. I swear to God. I am cursed. This is Aaron's ghost. He's not dead, but this is Aaron's ghost coming to just ruin my life because he can't in person.
you fucked with all of your brushes, your mouse,
My
and now he's
internal
fucking with your
organs,
yeah. Mixed them all up.
rearranged my guts, Aaron. How could you?
Ooh, I didn't know y'all were that close.
I mean, scurvy is a hell of a drug.
All right. Well, I've got time on the clock, and 3, 2, 1.
I'm just
I've
really into
got.
shitting my brains out so hard I die. That's a very one-off kink, Romano.
Yeah, burn fast, burn bright.
Yeah, you're gonna turn heads, that's for fucking sure. Um,
I don't really have like an overarching concept for this one, but I'm just gonna try and get down some fun shapes and see where we can go from there.
I've got a basic idea. I'm just trying to make it work. I'm drawing very haphazardly. Hmm.
Yeah, I think this can work.
I think I'm gonna be spending a little bit of time doing thumbnails on this one.
Yeah, I'm just getting like a rough in. I started reading a new manga that
Fucking loser.
yeah, I know. I think it holds promise, but you know, we'll see. It's only 4 issues in.
Like in
only 4
total or
issues
just
available.
you? Oh, okay. Got you. You
In
answered it
total.
immediately. Sorry, I just had to shut the fuck up.
And so and they don't come out super frequently. So we'll see. And I've had weird things like that before. Like there was a manga coming out through Jump that I really got into, and they just stopped. I don't know if they got dropped or what. I didn't do research to see what happened, but because that one was called, what was it called? It's been a little while. Um, but it was about like yokai yakuza. So it was like supernatural yakuza throughout Tokyo, and it had like a really cool premise and everything. And then it just stopped. It was Ayashiman, I think it was called. If anyone out there knows what I'm talking about, maybe you know more than I do about what happened. This
And still not sure what the pose.
I like that pose I had going, but I don't think it'll work for this character. You know, sometimes this is just how you sort things out.
Yep.
You know that down the road, I'm gonna have to include some shorter and some like different shaped characters.
Yeah, I've got my tall, gangly one coming in here, but I need to figure out a way to
Same
get them
here.
to. They're supposed to be very timid, and I'm trying to make the silhouette interesting while also making it seem timid, which is a little difficult.
Yeah, because you can go cartoony with it, but the thing about timid poses is they're very scrunched typically.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this one down here. Let's copy it. Boop. No, that is not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Nobody can see me struggling with my layers. Thank God.
I'm gonna give him a long coat, but I know I always have trouble not losing the pose in the coat.
It's difficult for sure, but at least you're actually doing the pose and not just the coat to hide the pose.
Ah, that would have been so easy.
I'm gonna tilt you a little more. Hello? Accept?
Hello?
Thank you. Sorry, my
I
college wasn't
accept.
accept. Yeah, I got in, mom and dad. Aren't you proud of me? It just
Finally got
would not
your
like.
rejection letter from Qbert after graduating.
Yeah, they said, look, we know there's new classes coming in this year, but we just couldn't allow you back in. Anthony signed it himself and just like he left a little smiley face and oddly like kissed it with lipstick, and right next to it it said, "P.S. I fucking hate you."
Turns out there was a
So
loophole in the college doctrine that allows us to reject students ex post facto.
yeah, he actually demanded I mail my certificate back.
Now Dakota gets to have a fun back to school again.
Like a college arc, except it was college I got kicked out of.
In fact, they found a way to take away your high school diploma too, and it was
Oh,
done out of
good.
nothing more than spite.
I'm gonna have to do a rough as well. Um, why is my phone going off? What do you want? Ignore me. Nah, don't like that. Not for this one.
Move this down. I like the size relation here. I think. Move it up. Ah, these. Yeah, that looks fine to me.
Or are you on a different brush? Stop that. And we need to fix it. I've given them the world's largest forehead.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Makes for an interesting character design in relation to the others. If you had to pick like a One Piece crew role, what would you pick?
I'm sorry, a what role?
Like a crew role, but like in the way it relates to One Piece.
Trying to separate the like main cast from their roles to see, but
Yeah,
my
'cause I mean we
initial
get
thought was helmsman.
okay. You trust your driving?
I do, because I'm like, I don't think cook's for me, ironically, given my background. I'm not a doc. It would be helmsman or doctor. I feel like doctor's a role I could fulfill in this world. Um,
You're pretty good with gore and such.
I handle it fine when I need to. It doesn't like, it's whatever. Um, I feel like helmsman's still the answer though.
Gotcha. That would be fun. I think I'd be a shipwright.
That makes sense for you.
Yeah. Like at my job now, I find I'm happiest whenever I'm working with machines, even if they're broken. I mean, it's giving me something to do and, kind of job security. But if a machine's broken, there's a reason why. And there's like a logical reason why. But that's why I can't do customer service, because people are broken, and sometimes it's just because they're fucking crazy. Or they just have a bunch of mismanaged expectations, and it's a nightmare.
Yeah, I fucking hated customer service too, so I know what you mean. Nope, not the inky brush. Nope, not that brush. God damn it, Aaron.
It's good. I realize that, like, when I do digital art, I've had a really bad habit of drawing my line work really thick. And so, not necessarily on this piece, because, it's in relation to the other already existing pieces, but I've been really trying to work with thinner line art.
Yeah, I'm looking at it and I can see what you mean, but like you're still doing the rough. Is that what you meant, or do you mean for inking?
For inking.
Oh, okay.
Like, just with all my tools, I tend to work very thick. And I'm trying to get away from that on other pieces, just trying to kind of broaden my scope, I guess, my ability. Were you there when I was told a friend is going to give me a saxophone?
No, I did not. I was not aware of this. I did not
Yeah.
was aware.
Didn't even wasn't there.
Couldn't even have been how.
It was on a Discord call with friends, and so I wasn't sure if you were privy to that. But
I mean, you said
shouts
friends,
out
and as we
to.
discussed earlier.
Oh, right, my mistake.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just
sorry.
get so used to talking to normal people.
Right, who like have healthy relationships.
Right. But yeah, shouts out to Bronus. You're a real one. Uh,
He's okay.
my neighbors are gonna hate you, but well, they're gonna hate me.
Yeah, they're not gonna be yelling his name in the middle of the night.
I gotta learn somehow. Oh, before and after the ska show, we went over to Blue Ocean for some drinks, and before the show, got to try their new cocktail because their bartender Nick does amazing work, and he made this really good gin cocktail that he says is based on cyberpunk. It's a very weeaboo sushi restaurant, by which I mean like they have a bunch of anime art and memorabilia all over.
I was about to say I was waiting for the connection to make itself relevant there because I'm like, huh.
So all the drinks are anime or cartoon inspired. Because I was going to get one called Over the Garden Wall, but they were out of the ingredients and it got replaced by the. I think he said it was called the Afterlife. But it was really amazing. So St. Louis folks definitely go there for a cocktail. They've got really great udon and ramen too, and good sushi. So I've only ever had sushi here in Missouri, so I'm sure I don't have like the broadest palette of it.
I think you're all right.
Well, I just imagine it'd be better in a more coastal region.
Never.
So I mean, a lot of sushi grade fish is like killed right there and then flash frozen on the ship.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah, because they want to try and reduce oxidation as much as possible. It was a good long while where I thought about uh, actually going somewhere coastal and like getting a job on a sailing ship because there are companies down in the Gulf that are using sailing for like short term shipping because it's more environmentally friendly and without like the costs of fuel and everything, it I'm sure it has a positive impact on their overhead.
That makes sense. That's kind of neat though. All right. Trying to accessorize this character, figuring out what makes sense for him. No, my eraser. It was too powerful. All right, we're good now. This one might be a little bit sketchy for me, but I'm okay with that. I think I'm going to keep it loose on purpose. I've been kind of liking that tonight.
Yeah. Been playing with the clean lines. Clean it up, clean it up. Up, up.
I don't know why this concept of so I've got a small person, or rather skinny, timid person, enormous gun.
Oh, I love that.
I'm having a lot of fun with it.
They let their gun do the talking.
And murder.
Yeah. I didn't murder them, my gun did.
But you know, then when something goes wrong, guns aren't evil, people are.
Right. Well, people are evil. It's just that, guns are really good at killing a lot of people.
Yeah. Hooray! Aren't we happy we have them? I mean, I'm actually not anti-gun. I'm just anti the weird fetishization of guns.
Oh,
That is
yeah.
one kink I will shame.
Good on you. Like, have you watched or read American Gods?
No, but it is one I want to.
Because is it cool if I maybe spoil just a little bit of it without like
Um,
just like
yeah, they
a setting?
typically spoilers don't bother me that much. So yeah, you're fine.
Just there's the premise behind it.
No, not really.
Uh, it's quote unquote modern day, and uh, gods are manifested in the real world in one way or another. And so there's the god Vulcan, who's the I think Greek volcano god, um, who's set up in some town, I think up in the northeast, and just has like a gun cult.
Interesting.
So owns like a gun manufacturing facility, and it's one of those gung ho, everybody owns a gun kind of small towns because it's the power of a volcano in the palm of your hand.
You know, conceptually, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, because American Gods is written by Neil Gaiman, and I really love.
Oh, yeah, that's the whole reason I wanted to get into it.
Yeah, I love his like how he does mythos and everything. Like in a lot of his stories, magic is very abstract and thematic. And so I like a lot of stories where there's like a magic system, but I also love stories that are just the opposite, where there's no discernible system and it's a lot more just kind of based on fun thoughts or just kind of uh conceptually esoteric.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like you appreciate both the hard rules and the kind of world building where whoever's making it clearly knows what's happening, but doesn't feel he or she or they needs to like impart you with that knowledge.
Yeah. Or like something happens because it's magic and they could do some fun wordplay with it.
Why? Finally, something I can't blame Aaron on. Hair in my eye.
You put that hair there.
Oh my god. Somebody turn his internet back on. He's a goddamn menace.
That's why he's
Who
hiding.
else?
He's going completely dark so that he can't be reached right now and blamed for his crimes.
Okay. How you feeling about yours?
Pretty good. I don't think it like from a character design standpoint. I don't really think it really sells the concept. So maybe it needs a little more explaining. But how about you?
Um, I think it's close. It needs a little thing or two for it to make it. Like what they're about
Oh, that's-
is pretty clear, but I need to get a little bit more piratey in it. And I need to figure out how to do that. I need to give them a little more personality.
Yeah, we're halfway through.
Yeah, this one might be staying pretty concept like for me,
I kept
which
it
I'm okay with.
pretty simple, so I could get to colors and maybe try to sell some stuff through that. But
I've done my color quota today. You can't make me do another one. God knows it's actually that's my basis for never doing color on this show. Anytime I don't get there, that's what I do as a day job. Fucking leave me alone. No color.
but you gotta show the people what you do.
I'll do that on schoolhouses.
Love to have another one of those someday.
Yeah, I'm cool with it. They're fun.
I'm thinking about going to trivia either this week or next week. This is a call out to everybody, all you trivia heads.
Did I tell you I did my
Cause
first trivia while I was in Jersey?
oh really?
Yeah, we
How
took
was it?
second place. It was
Nice.
fun, aside from one douchebag in the crowd, but that's just, yeah, there's a bad apple every now and then.
Yeah, I've never had an issue with attendees really. The trivia I go to is hosted by Matt Bosler, and his trivia is uh, merciless.
So it would not be this far out. I can tell I want this, like, I give a little bit of a shit about this character because I'm, like, fixing very minor things.
Yeah, you're trying to realize a more finished concept. If there are noises that I don't know if are coming from the ambient music I have going, or if they're coming from my house.
Good luck figuring that mystery out.
So if I get home invaded,
Well, won't you just get the giant red text that says you've been invaded?
oh no, I have that turned off.
Oh, God. What a fucking PvP noob.
It was getting in the way of my boss fights.
Uh-huh. That's why you couldn't beat Gwen.
Yeah, that's why. I'm
Oh
not
my
bad
God.
at games.
The answer to what I wanted to change about that this part of it was incredibly obvious, and now that I've done it, it's so fucking silly.
Sounds like you're liking it though.
Yeah, it's one I want to revisit and do more, but that's all the pirate crew.
Oh yeah, I'd love to. Like, I think once we get them all kind of put down, I want to do like one big splash with all of them. I'll have to look back on the old episodes to see if we set up a number at top or.
I'm
I mean,
not
I think there's one
sure.
number that makes sense. At
I think
least.
we I think originally there was a number.
Because I'll have to figure out what some of my roles are going to be.
I'm just gonna ignore the rules and keep going or cut it short, because you can't hold me down.
Yeah, I don't want to impeach on your freedom. That's what the open seas are all about.
Good, good, good.
And the man who has the most freedom will be the pirate king.
Uh, yeah, have fun with that. Wild to think that we're not like so far off from that actually being done.
What, an actual
I just
Vi
one
for
piece.
pirate king? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I think Oda's been ready for it, and honestly, I am too. There's so
yeah.
much I want to see realized, I guess.
Oop, that looks terrible. There we go. Oh yeah, let's save this. I just gave her a random name, and that's gonna be their name.
That's all it takes.
Yep. Maybe I keep it this sketchiness and go for color. What we got? 23.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mute myself while I take a big old crunch of this, and then I'm gonna actually do some colors.
Right on. Hmm. Sorts of. Anything that's really gonna detract. Well, it's kind of creating a theme. I'm gonna have to change background color again, though. A
Yeah, I
little
guess I
warmer
should
for
start
this
with a
bag.
background color.
Huh?
I should probably start with a background color. Now I'm just thinking about what color I want her like coat to be.
Yeah, I'm still struggling on that. I don't think I've got it down pat.
Butcher guy this time? Doctor, it looks like.
Yeah.
If you said anything else, I was probably gonna lose it.
Doctor, what do you mean? This is clearly a navigator.
Yeah. It's, it's the helmsman. He's injecting the boat with diesel. The fuck have you been looking at?
Gonna
God, I
jump up
think
on
I
the
like
front of
the.
the ship and spit gasoline into the engine.
I think parts of me likes to scribble fill in stuff for colors on this because I spend so much time doing it like nice and calm and flatting, and I'm just like, this is my time to just not care.
Yeah. Cut loose, baby!
Oh no, it got the background too. Um, well, shit. Actually, delete new layer. What? Hold on. Doing this out of order. There we go. I
He's not
fixed it.
like this in his day-to-day, everybody.
No, no, no. That one's a very common problem. That is a kind of issue. Ah, figure out what I wanted. Oh no, it's similar to yours. Whatever.
Yeah, mine's not final either. I feel like I could have done this more effectively. Those lessons you tried to teach me, they didn't stick. I need to actually practice some good habits again.
Yeah, I know what
There's
you mean.
such a long stint where I wasn't really doing much drawing outside of the show at all. But I'm well, just before this show anyway, I was cut off on editing the main streams, and so those will all be up one at a time every Wednesday and Sunday, like clockwork.
Mhm. I am struggling so much with the colors and what I want from them right now. I think I'm gonna go back to simple.
Change my background color again. Really soft. Maybe not quite that. That'll work. Now I can see all these spots I've missed really poorly.
Listen, I'm treating mine as concept art, so I don't freak out about that kind of shit.
Finished product or nothing.
All right,
It's a
sorry, corporate.
portfolio piece.
Oh, I mean, if that's yeah, that's reasonable actually. Ooh, I think I figured out something I like here.
Nice. You know of any good audiobooks or maybe chat out there? Because I have been like,
Audiobooks are not my forte.
I've kind of hit a dearth of things to listen to at work. I mean, I've got my podcast I listen to, but I really want to switch it up. And I just want to, I don't know, let's take in something different or maybe even learn something while I'm at work.
Horrible.
Some, something to keep the mind going while I'm there. I can't just focus on work. I have ADHD. And if I'm doing like really tedious stuff, it's nice to have something on in the background.
I know what you mean. I constantly work with something on. No, it keeps going to like a blood splatter brush on accident on me, and it's so fucking weird.
Run with it.
Oh, right, her ear. I'm really happy I decided to keep this sketchy. It's a good choice for what I was doing.
Yeah. I like when you'll do that a lot for pieces here on the show, and it usually creates for like a really cool effect. On the right layer, yes.
Probably incredibly unnecessary what I just spent time on. Whatever.
Reading a collection of short stories called "The Mayor of New Orleans"
Okay.
by Tima Sheik, I think it is. I have
Not
to
familiar.
I don't have the book on me, but it's just like three little short stories based in New Orleans, and it's been a really interesting time because I think they're all short stories of that author, but I don't know, they're all pretty massively different in tone and prose and everything. But it's
That's
been
interesting.
nice to have something to read on my lunch breaks because I I'm not the ideal employee, but I don't think I can get away with just like openly having a book out at my desk while I'm supposed to be actually working.
Yeah, there's certain things where it's just like everyone's like, okay, too far.
Yeah.
Let's change the background. The Circus of Value.
There are jobs where I certainly would have done that.
The Circus of Value?
Yeah. No, where I would have just like whipped a book out and
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. One of my jobs, I did just straight up. Two of my jobs, I did just straight up draw. I had, sorry, add an addendum there.
yeah, I would do that. We both did it while working at restaurants.
Yes.
I was always doodling on little index cards.
Yep, we had scrap paper for recipes and shit in the back, and they knew to take the shitty ones and leave the good ones so I could draw. They were
Nice.
super cool. Yeah. Are you not set to what the fuck?
Probably should have been like cleaning and whatnot, but
What?
I don't know.
Cleaning up
There's
your
always
line
so
work and
much.
shit?
Oh, at the restaurant.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I did spend time cleaning, so I wasn't like beat up about it.
Well, I mean, neither was I, but
Just calling yourself out post-mortem.
yeah, my own worst critic.
You are an artist.
I'm an imposter.
What do you mean? Explain.
Yeah, I don't trust in my own abilities.
Why not?
Imposter syndrome.
Stop it. Everybody in chat, yell at Travis. We're gonna
I'm
guilt trip
going
him.
to therapy.
We're gonna guilt trip you. It's gonna be really healthy.
Yeah. Just don't be like that, and suddenly I'm cured.
Yeah. Can you just like, I don't know, smile? You'll be fine. What do you have to be sad about? Just knock it off.
Oh, you're right. Had that a very similar thing at work, and it was just like it was more frustrating than anything.
Yeah, like the complete dismissal of it's just
Yeah,
sometimes it gets you.
because it was right after hide and seek.
Gotcha. Took me a second to remember. Um, I don't like it. Nope, we're finding a different color. Um, nope, finding a different color. That's okay.
Let's see, we got 7.5 left.
I might be calling it here very shortly, just because I feel like. Nope, this is all wrong. Because I'm pretty close to just being like anything I'd want to add is just going to be too much.
I'm close. I'm close.
Oh no, he's gonna crumb.
Then I make a mess in the bed. That's why you don't snack in bed.
That's the moral we're trying to get across here. You caught us. Got some goofy shit going on in this one, but I kind of like it. Not like goofy, but like I'm taking shortcuts that probably just seem fine to anyone who's not fucking comic brained.
Oh, like Seinfeld.
Exactly like Seinfeld, that show I know a lot about.
No, I just mean he's comic brained.
Oh, yeah. He's been pilled by some various thing. For me, it's art.
The comic mind virus.
It's like, yeah, it's fucking Ben Shapiro is gonna come after me.
Wait
And
till
then
he
I'll
gets
just
his
start.
tiny hands on you.
Oh my god, I have got a secret weapon. It's gonna be a thesaurus from Adam and Eve. that's only sexual things, and it's his lack of understanding will just implode his little brain.
He's not allowed to know about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, otherwise he might know his wife isn't being faithful. That's not a fair statement to say to her, but that poor lady dealing with him. You know what? Never mind. She married that guy.
Yeah,
Fuck her.
he's party to it. Like,
I was
that's
being all
something I
weird
don't
and like,
understand is like just the enthusiastic support of things and people that like
that
actually actively
detriment
have
to
your
you.
worst interests in heart.
Yeah, I don't. It's so bizarre.
Like a friend of mine was talking about like a very conservative lesbian he knew from like, you know, down in southern Missouri, and I'm just like, how did I don't understand the bridge there, just because, you know, it's, and I know there are aspects that people enjoy, but like it's, they were a Republican lesbian, and like those people don't want Republicans, a big part of their platform is, you know, denying you rights.
I don't see the issue.
Yeah, I guess I'm the weird one.
I mean, you are for sure. Expand. Because I mean, they it's not their fault they were born wrong. It's just the Bible says we got to
Oof.
treat them like shit.
Yeah, it says it in so many places.
Yeah, in so many different languages, just not any I speak.
I got a cold call from, I don't know if it was Episcopalian, some
I thought you were
evangelical
just gonna say
church.
someone taking a piss after I heard that. I was like, huh?
Got a cold call from some pisser.
That's sorry, we're bleeding into our UK episode.
I can't wait till 10 Paces takes the world.
Till we have our British Tea Party or Boston Tea Party. Sorry.
Just go over there and do our cowboy accents and act as cartoonishly American as possible.
They're just gonna be like, you guys are dicks.
Where can I get a hamburger around here? Y'all got McDonald's out here in foreign lands? Sir, you're in Canada?
It's like, yeah, uh, for like they just double down on it and the dumbest shit. Like the guy from, it's making me think like this would be the guy from Better Call Saul who was trying to coin his own currency.
I haven't watched Better Call Saul yet.
Oh, it's super good.
I don't doubt it. Like, Bob Odenkirk is pretty can't miss in my books.
I agree. I like him, and I know the internet does too. Because when it was surmised he may have a foot fetish, and he started trending because of it, everyone was like, "Guys, just let him have it. He's great." There were
Yeah.
so many of those posts, and it was so funny to me.
Yeah, I think the reason Tarantino takes the piss on that is because he's not as likable an individual. And also, like, just overtly puts that stuff into his movies.
I can see that.
Which means, you know, he's having actors, actresses, like, do these things for his own devices.
Sorry, I'm focusing, playing around with the spacing I've got going on here.
I think I've just got a couple finishing touches here. Call it.
I think
On
I'm
my
right there
end.
with you.
Perfect timing, because we got 3 seconds left.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just done.
Adding a little shine.
Where did that come from? Okay, I'm definitely done. I didn't time lapse. Whatever.
Oh, bummer.
That happens. I'm gonna learn my lesson.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right. Well, I mean, I pretty much already said what mine is. I just named her Colleen off the cuff for no reason.
Gotcha.
Timid sniper. That's pretty much it. I just wanted to have fun.
Oh,
I
I
didn't
like that.
overcomplicate it. Thank you.
I like the outfit.
Yeah, I want to do something like a little different.
Yeah.
Just in general.
I haven't come up with a name for, I don't think, any of my crew members yet. This is the Doctor. I actually kind of based him maybe a little cartoonishly, but I hope not in like a not intentionally in a mean way anyway, but off of a character from one of those short stories I was reading, who
I think
was
that's fine.
a doctor who grew up like Cajun, so he grew up in the swamps outside of New Orleans, but taught himself to read, went to medical school, and all that, and so like you get some of his thought process about how tough it was to go through all that and how he couldn't really connect with his colleagues there because a lot of them were folks coming for money, and so he didn't really go on to like start his own practice or anything, and he would go back and try and help the people back from his home because they were pretty poor folk, and so I like that concept a lot and figured this guy could be kind of doing something similar where he just developed a distaste for the medical system and decided to do a Doctors Without Borders in a way he couldn't really do through a standard medical system.
That's interesting. I mean, the inspiration. I don't see any problem with you borrowing from the inspiration for that. That's cool.
Yeah, I just, with the hat and everything, I didn't want it to feel like appropriation of culture or anything. I just thought it
No,
was an interesting touch.
I don't know. That's also something like when you're making characters or something, I think that's just like one of those like just quit being ridiculous about it. Like
It can be
maybe
a
look
fine
at
line,
them.
but I never want to, like,
Yeah, but I feel like, and this is just me knowing you, but I feel like if you were ever to cross that line, my knee-jerk react would be like, all right, somebody's looking for an issue.
yeah,
Because you've always been respectful in my mind.
I appreciate that. Elephant says mine looks like a Monkey Island character. I'll take that, yeah.
Oh, it really does.
I like that. Thank you.
All right, well,
Yeah.
that's a wrap. It
Pieces
feels
of
weird
it all
without.
around.
Yeah, it feels weird without Aaron here.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Got some actual work done. But
It was much less of an antagonistic episode.
I'll
I'm
be
not saying
honest, it
that's
was less fun without him.
well. I mean, I told you my ultimate goal for this show. So everyone in chat's aware. There's a certain condition with which it's met, results in my immediate leaving the company. So just, if I ever just disappear forever, condition fulfilled, mission accomplished.
All right, so let's keep trying stuff and see if we can unlock that achievement.
Thank God it's not related to the gambling machine, because next time Cairo's in chat, I'd be doomed.
Well, until that day, may the wind always be at your back and the scurvy out of your body. Happy sales!